Shalom, shalom. We're gonna do a sound check, mic check before we get started. So somebody, Baba Kasha, join in and check, see if we good.
Well, I put an order on too.
Con,
We're up.
you good?
We're
All
up.
right, perfect. You got it, Elder.
Okay, shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the Chicago branch. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work. Honors to all the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen that look like the heathen, and to the Akwaf that listen and learn, those few. We give a hearty shalom. And judgment is going forth. Really, I mean, it's going forth hard. If someone quickly, what was that? I call for Ecclesiastes. Read all the way to 13, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Okay, because see, you got Jake out here that just continually doing evil, doing wickedly, and especially these women. All right, well, I'm focusing on the women right now. Because there's a lot of judgment falling upon women in Babylon, and not just the Israelite women, just women in Babylon in general.
That's right.
All right.
If I may,
Yes, you may.
it's because, first of all, somebody go get Esther, the first chapter, and Vashti. And Vashti, all you gotta go straight to Vashti.
Well, you know what? Hold that Vashti thing.
Con.
Let them finish that, and then we'll bring that out.
Verse 12, Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely...
Yeah, see, and they get away with it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
They making money. Just like the drug dealers. Drug dealers always end up what? Dead or in jail, man.
100%.
All right, because I knew a couple of drug dealers, man, that was doing well, and both these guys ended up going down. One of them died young. He got sick and died. The other one ended up in jail and being a broke nigga. Why? Because of a woman.
Shit.
A woman when ratted on him and told him I guess he had money hid in the wall inside of a wall somewhere, and he had drugs hidden inside of a wall somewhere. And she got mad because he let her go and to get him another broad.
Yeah.
And she went, and there it is, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, what he was doing was wicked as hell.
But what she did was wrong.
But what she did,
She's a traitor.
Because regardless of what he did in his wickedness with the Most High, she was still bound to that man. If you go to the Nabal, whose name means a fool, all right? Yeah. When it came down to the interaction between him and King David, before King David was crowned the king, he slighted King David to the point where King David got this army of men. He always was acting just for some substance for his guys, and he could have came down with that wrath, you know what I'm saying? But then the Lord took that Abigail, the righteous woman, from Nabal, and the Lord smote Nabal and killed Nabal and gave Abigail to King David.
All right, judgment comes around, man. But go ahead and finish that, brother.
It says, Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged.
See, people don't get it. They don't get it. See, the Lord is about righteousness, man. If you're not about righteousness, he'll let you live. Why? Because he's setting you up. The scriptures say he let the wicked and the heathens, their shit stack up. But he said with the righteous, he punished forthwith. So now these motherfuckers who getting their shit stacking, me going to my demon, she was like, well, if I'm so wrong, then why he ain't jacking me up? If Yahushua is so right, why he ain't fucking me up?
Hold that energy, brother.
Hold
that energy.
This is what your daughter said. This is it says, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh Shai, which fear before them. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days.
So you eventually are going to pay. Eventually going to happen, man.
That's right, Elder.
Scripture also
say,
say,
go ahead, brother.
Real quick, it says, he said, who he loveth, he chastens.
Yeah.
So if you ain't getting chastised, then that shows the patriots that the Lord got for you.
And it allows these people to have pride and for it to build up. They will.
Especially
Okay.
these women.
Yeah, it didn't happen the first time. It was brother did a lesson. He said, "You're pressing your luck." You know, that's true because they keep on doing it. Okay, this didn't happen. This
Playing
day.
Russian roulette.
Yeah, it didn't happen
And eventually, if
that
you
day.
keep playing Russian roulette, you're gonna the bullet gonna be in the chamber.
That's it.
But
That's it.
yesterday, while I was on my way to the line, I have a conversation with a young man who has his Ephraimite wife, and I'm not gonna identify who he is or anything like that. But this is what he said to me in his anger because he's going through so much shit with his woman. But and he pretty much does everything for her. But it's never enough. You can't make this woman happy. I mean, he either took her to Miami, he either took her on a trip. He takes care. He realized that. He takes care of her and his kids, man. But he's to the point where he's like, fuck it, man. You know what? The child support people gonna come after me. Fuck it, I'll deal with that. Because he said this place about to crash. As soon as the chaos happen, I'm going to see that bitch. And I tried, and I was trying to calm him down, but that's the spirit he's in. He said, soon as this chaos happen, because I know it's coming. That bitch don't believe it's coming, but I know it's coming. As soon as this chaos happen, I'm going to see that bitch. And ain't gonna be no payments. I was just like, oh boy, okay. I'm trying to calm him down, but nevertheless,
But he was in the right spirit.
he in a way he was in the right spirit, man. Because that's what that wicked sentence didn't come so speedily to these women. But let me share this with you, all right? And then I'm gonna shut down and let this brother get off what he want to get off. Because last night, I had a vision, man, and I was gonna save this for a sit down, but I'm gonna do it now.
Perfect.
And in this vision, I saw this really attractive woman. She looks like she was no other kid, gorgeous woman. I mean, this woman was gorgeous. You know, she was kind of tall. She was very curvy, very shapely, and she was pushing a cart full of food. All right, she had a cart full of food, and then there were some men that approached her, and they looked in her cart, and they looked at her, and they grabbed her, and they literally bent her over the cart, and then they just started to walk away. She tried to resist them, and then when she realized resisting them was futile, they literally laid her over the cart, and they walked away with her and the cart. And it's like I was there, but I wasn't there. All right, because I was witnessing this. It's like I could see it, but I wasn't there. So they push off the street, push the cart down to the side and go down like an alley. And when they get to the opening in the alley, it's like a building, like a bar or something. And you can hear the noise of all the men that are inside. But outside the bar, there were two other women and there was 3 mattresses. And these 2 women were on these mattresses getting drilled by 3 men at once. One of them was pregnant. All right. And they still was drilling her too. She was sitting on one man's lap, another man was in front of her, another man was standing over her.
Man, I hope.
And it was men in the bar drunk and drinking, and they would stumble out the bar and get in line. All right. And the woman with the food in the cart, they took her and threw her on a mattress, and immediately 3 men was on her, and they pushed her food into that building, and basically then from that I woke up, it was gone.
It's beautiful.
But I saw this happen, man. She was pushed. She had all her food and her little dress on, and she had her high heels, and she was looking all good. All right. And they threw that little dress came right off of her. She had on the thong, and they just slid it to the side, and it was on.
She was an independent woman. Huh?
She was independent. All right. And see, I keep telling you, and I keep warning you, and I keep telling you how vicious and violent and disgusting and these men out here are gonna be, man. Yeah. And they're gonna be merciless, man. Right. And you know, and a woman can only be wet for so long. Right. All right, until she's dry. And it was like I said, you couldn't even see how many men was in there. I mean, just in front of it, all the men that was hanging around drinking and smoking, waiting their turn, it was about 30 or 40 of them right there. And from the noise that was coming from inside, it was probably a couple hundred men inside of there, easy. All right, and that woman, she joined those 2.
That's the carousel.
So I keep warning you, all you jumping from men to men, leaving your husband, especially you women who have left men of the Lord, man.
Stupid.
The Most High is going to
Yeah.
kill you.
And you're gonna, what's that scripture that says you'll be given over to your own devices?
That's
Roughly
it.
paraphrase.
Oh, yeah.
Proverbs 1.
Grab that and then, you know,
Hey, how
I got one.
Stretches.
I got one.
bring it out. Man.
Salakia. Come on, man.
Satan.
Yeah, bro. This is Job. Salakia. What we got?
Okay, this is Proverbs 1 and 31. I started at 30. I started at 29.
can say start at 29.
This is
Start at
Proverbs
29.
1 and 29. It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Well, if Yahushua was so, okay.
Go find out.
And trust me, you have to give an account for every idle word that come out of your mouth. You have to give an account for every thought that goes in your mind. All right, and you're gonna have to give an account for all the things that you do.
Yeah, these women that try to penalize you because you didn't do what they wanted to do, and then they try to measure up. Well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. This way, well, according to the law, but where did I go off?
Not in there.
Damn, me and the
They-
brother
they don't
care
was
about
just
that.
talking about
All right,
this.
according to
They
the
don't care
Bible,
about
see,
that.
because you want to be in control, you want things. You basically you want to be the man. You want things to be your way,
Yeah.
especially if you dealing with multiple women.
Right.
All right, because what it comes down to is these women that say they believe, but they don't really believe.
Oh no,
And a woman, the woman don't want you. She don't want you to be with another woman.
Yeah.
Like you have the right, the godly right to be. She wants you to be. She wants to be the center of everything and wants to control everything.
the
That's
most
what it really comes down
Yeah.
to.
the
Right.
most so-called woman in the truth, dealing in the truth. She don't want her man alone. Do you remember what my sister said?
Oh,
When we was there, she's like, I don't want him.
Don't tell him that.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him that.
Don't tell him that.
Don't tell
I
him
don't
that.
want him to know that. I don't want him to have nothing. These
What, then he can
bitches,
have another woman?
right? Well, she already know that.
She knew it's true.
She already knew.
but she didn't want her man to hear that.
Right, even
Right,
though
right,
he,
right.
but she already know that. I already told him, but she want to reinforce, not saying it again because he's still doing him. Because a nigga gonna do what a nigga do. You can't take a man outside of a man unless you a simp.
We just
You
said
can't
this
take a
in the
lion
car.
and make him not a lion. The lion is banging all the lionesses
And he gonna do
in
it
his
whether he
whole,
want to or
in the
not.
whole pack. They're all his.
Hey, see, and this is how hardcore it goes. When you go get that lion, you see lions all around my decor. You'll see the same set
I like
lion.
that shit. His decor.
All right, you'll see the same set motherfucking lion. If he out there in the wilderness and he just not even feeling Dylan today, them lionesses will nip at his balls until he do hit them.
Yeah, they'll try to.
They will
They'll
attack him to fuck them.
Yeah, I was just telling the elder brother Yak in the car. I don't even know how I got to this. We wasn't talking about shit, and I was telling them how I had to let my best, well, not my best, because I'm the best, really, but my best hoe beat it. I had to put her on the trail. I had to cut that bitch off immediately. But I told her they don't believe in the scriptures. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If especially Jake women, all tribes, if you think this bitch don't even believe you getting paid on Friday, if you think they believe a nigga that a black man is coming out the sky to destroy the white man, you out your fucking mind. So stop talking to these bitches about the truth anyway. But now I'm gonna say this. What I told the brother in the car when I cut this bitch off, I told her if you didn't notice me as a star, you wouldn't want me. And this is a movie, bitch. I'm a motherfucking star, and I will never lose all my fans to become one of yours. Bye.
There it is.
Bye.
That's some
That's some gay. Because look, if they get like Dre Taylor said, man, and I'm gonna give him the credit for this one because he said it. And he's a nigga, but it's a lot of sense. He said when I talk to these women, I have to let them know that I deal with other women because they won't see you as a star if you don't deal with other women. The Denzel Washington, Lil Wayne, all these niggas, they got 10 times as much as you. And for those men, them bitches are fuck, suck, and shut up. And you know what they don't care about? They wouldn't ask him for money. They don't care if he has another woman. A bitch gotta see as a star. And these women that so called in the truth and never see us as that. So leave them bitches alone. Once they leave, you're not even gonna get
Hey,
the chance
look,
to hear
man.
my voice. Fuck them kids. fuck you. The Lord must don't like none of y'all.
That's
Because
right.
I damn sure ain't talking to you.
That's
They'll see me when they grow up and I'll tell them the story. Fuck it.
And you know what? It's just like with right now,
I'm hard.
I understand.
Jeff Bezos and
Right.
Bill
A
Gates.
billionaire. Billionaire.
All right, that was the perfect examples, man.
Billionaire.
They you know, now although Bill Gates of Hell is caught up because of all the litigation between him and Fauci and because of other things, but and his wife may be trying to protect herself from that. But nevertheless, Jeff Bezos, man, this woman became basically the richest woman in the world. And she ain't even done shit.
She broke on
She didn't commit. She didn't put any work in
No.
to build his crooked, unrighteous empire.
Exactly.
She didn't do nothing. She married into it, you know, and now she's a billionaire. She's living in his house, gonna be living off his money, you know, banging her damn masseuse, some big dude from Norway named Hans. Right? She gonna big swole Jerome, her personal trainer.
Yep. All
Right.
of them.
All right, and a dude who got one foot at being gay and one being straight, the one that does her haircut every damn month.
She finna deal with
All
Right.
of them.
the nigga that
Right.
laid concrete.
She gonna deal with all of them, man. All right, off of his earnings, man. All right, when the Bible clearly says that she's supposed to leave him with nothing.
Right.
The
Right.
hell she came with.
Okay,
Yeah.
that thing that you sent me today about marriage, that was heavy, man.
Oh yeah.
That was heavy. With the miscegenation laws that happened around, you know, I think it was before the 1900s, but anyway, nevertheless, the information goes that the marriage license was basically to keep originally was to keep Edomite women away from marrying Jacob.
Yeah.
All right, and
Because,
then the children that came from that union belonged to the state.
and
All right, and that's what the marriage license was all about in the first place.
And the proof of it is,
All right.
before they instituted that shit, and thousands of years, you didn't need a license, you didn't need a ring, you didn't need a judge to have a so-called marriage. Right? That's newly come up.
Even jump in the room. With
Yeah,
the
you
slave
had it
lady.
right because basically you started nailing this broad. She was your woman.
That's it.
You had a Bible,
I got
and,
a
she
scripture.
took on your name,
I got a
and,
scripture.
and then you had a Bible, and you wrote your name in the Bible, her name, and then the children that came from y'all union. That basically became y'all
And
country.
even to this
That's
day,
why. That's why you'll find them old Bibles that have the whole all the
it's
family
in
names.
American law.
Yes,
It's
sir.
in American law that if you have your family shit in an old Bible, that's actually record of your family history.
And there it is.
That's
Even
me.
in white man's law.
That's me y'all bringing out right there.
Well, the word legal means wring it down. When you write it down, that's the record.
That's it.
You know,
I got a scripture.
Bitch,
Real
don't y'all
quick.
hear the prophets?
Real quick. This is
I'm excited.
this brother. Genesis 24, and I'm gonna go straight to the point. I'm gonna start with 65. For she said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? She was at a distance. She couldn't even see what the
Is
fuck
that
he
Isaac
looked
and
at.
Rebecca?
Come on, bro.
Can I bring out this? About 4 or 5 years ago, I brought out a lesson called "You Hoes Ain't Rebecca." But because it's the truth. Here it is, the scriptures, and there's a discut that virgin birth shit too when you read that, because it says she was a damsel and a virgin,
That's right.
which actually gives you the breakdown without having to go into it if you got some sense
That's right.
and understand the scriptures. But here it is, she was fine, she was a virgin, her family, you know,
Just met her.
they didn't
Just
say
saw.
nothing. Just go.
Come on.
But here it is, you get one of these right in your mouth ass bitches, and you gotta be 6'8", 230 diesel,
Right?
500
And her fingers still like this, and her head still like this.
100%.
Hey, wait.
That's all
And
I
she got
wanna say.
cumbrellas. She got cumbrellas on.
Right.
What'd you say?
Got court the bitch.
You got a court.
Worry about it,
Right,
baby daddy.
Right, and she already been banged out.
right. She ain't a
She
virgin.
got slutted out in high school and college.
Come on.
All right, but I'm gonna read this this Isaiah 51:22 that the servant Haran put up. This is Isaiah 51:22, and it says, "Thus saith thy Lord Yahweh, and thy power."
I got you. I got you, brother. I got you. I got you. You got it.
It says, I'll just start it again. Isaiah 51:22. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken the cup of out of thy hand, the cup of trembling, and even the dregs of the cup of my fury, thou. Then 50, 23. I mean,
That should
51,
show no
23.
more drinking again.
Salaki, I missed part. I can't see.
That's
I have taken out. Damn, Salaki.
I'll read it for you.
Bob can shot, brother.
Thus saith the Lord power and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it on the hand of them that afflict thee,
Yes.
which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, as the street to them that went over.
And see, and the problem is that these women really don't want men to be men. They want men to be men according to Esau's standard.
That's
So
it.
that's what it comes to. They want you
I
to
said
be
that earlier.
they want men to be men according to Esau's standard. And Esau's standard has failed.
They're not men.
His standard has failed miserably. Look at his country. Look at marriages. Look at houses. Look at families, man.
Well,
Well, I got a
Esau
scripture.
that fetish. Esau men, I forget the term for it. Esau men like to be degraded.
He's a
They
cup.
like when they that's true. What's another term for it though? I can't think of it.
Cup.
That's close to being dominated is one of them, but that's to an extreme. Anyway, I forget the first for it. All those are good.
Right.
Esau, to like your brother, no.
I'm gonna leave you guys.
But Esau likes to be dominated by women. They like the woman to talk down on them. They
Yeah.
like their woman to rule over them.
Paddles.
Yep.
Oh,
All
Capo,
that
bring
shit.
out
The
the
whole
thing.
yes mistress shit.
Yeah.
Bring out the.
They like to respond, yes, ma'am. It's a fucking phrase for. Well, basically, they like
Yes,
to be
dear.
subs. The men like to be subs. That's what it is. They like to be subs.
That's contrary to this
Well,
weekend.
and I was just
That's a fetish. It's a whole category of it.
Right, but it is. It's like the brother said. It's contrary to
Madness.
the nature
Yep.
of the Most High God.
The man is bowing down to her. He's yes, ma'am. She is what is gonna be a good boy. And then he
Yeah, that's that
Oh,
dominatrix
yeah.
shit. That's that dominatrix shit. Yes.
Yes, that's her.
They wearing a damn leather suit and she smacking him on his ass with the little
like
whip
on
type
Press
thing.
Club.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but there you go.
That's
It's
a great
spirit.
movie. It's very spiritual.
Very spiritual.
All right.
If you go married, going to get married in the court of law in front of a judge, you use the word holy matrimony. You're going to word of matrimony, it really means matriarch. So really, when you're marrying a woman, you're putting yourself under her rule.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's heavy that you say that because you're actually right. They do call it matrimony versus patrimony.
Yeah.
Because it should actually be patrimony.
That's
I've never thought about that, and now I'm going to use that.
Yeah, that's why the man
forever.
bowed down to
That was
her.
great.
Get on
That was a
the
deep
hell.
point.
That's heavy as hell.
It is hella shit they talk about those bitches.
No wonder the Lord dealing with
That's one
Icon, brother.
That's beautiful. That's a heavy point.
Esau likes somebody to dominate him.
Yeah, they like that shit.
You like me, they dominate
They,
the shit.
yeah, they demonize a man for being a man. It's toxic, you know.
Toxic
But when truth is, the problem is toxic femininity.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And the judgment is coming down. The world is changing, man. The prophecies are coming to pass. This society is about to collapse. And just like I said, this young man said he's waiting for it. He's praying and hoping that it collapses and goes crazy because he want to go visit this woman.
Me too.
All right. Could you bring up that video? What you got, brother? Bring up that video, brother.
Oh, I was going to finish that Proverbs.
Go ahead, brother.
So Proverbs 1:30, this says, "They would none of my counsel; they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices."
Damn, and that was those women on those mattresses getting ran through by those hordes of men, man.
They own devices. You always said it. They want to ride the car carousel. Hey, the car carousel gonna ride them.
Yep, smacking and pulling their weave out at the same time.
That is Job 4. And,
Put on the head.
Job 4:8. Even as I have seen it, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
That's it.
So whatever you're dealing with, hey, the Lord will bring it back to you. And we got an example of that in the book of Judges.
If I may say, because he was reading out, you despise the counsel of the Most High God, and the counsel of the Most High God, it genders to life. So anything contrary to that, it genders to death. So your devices, is the opposite of the Most High's counsel. It's about death. So you're gonna be filled with death.
Like Natazaki says, it's a death style.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Judges 19:1. I'm gonna jump around. And it came to pass in those days when there was no king in Israel, that there was a certain Levite sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Bethlehem, Judah. And his concubine played the whore against him, and went away from him unto her father's house to Bethlehem, Judah, and was there 4 whole months. So she went and played the whore, right?
For 4 months.
Yep. So we fast forward, and it would have been longer. He went and got her.
Yeah.
He went and got her. He was going to show her mercy.
Yeah.
He, in his heart, he wanted to show his woman mercy. But
And,
the Lord had a different plan.
and for the record, y'all women don't know real men. All men love their bitches, bro. All of them do. The
A
thing
woman
is,
is the glory of the man.
and say it again.
A woman is the glory of the man.
When
Hey,
you
man,
buck up
the Bible
against that
told you
man,
you must love your hoes. I don't know where the ideology of not loving hoes came
Yeah,
from.
exactly.
Even
I
though
love
Come
my
on.
hoes.
Exactly.
I love all
See,
my
what you
bitches.
women don't understand is
All my
we
bitches.
love you, but as the scriptures say, we will not be brought under the power of any.
That's right.
All right, the scripture says, and I credit Benji to remember when in my situation with my demon and my daughter and so forth. He brought the scripture out, and they just hit so wonderful about not giving up your preeminence, man.
Yeah,
It's in
that's right.
Sirach. It's just that it's better that your children to seek after thee than you to give up your preeminence. So a real man who holds his preeminence, which is now called a deadbeat, dead. All right, but it's
Bitch,
you,
call me what you
bitch.
want,
Yeah.
but you can't call
Hey,
me at all because
hey,
you blocked.
Hey, if I may, if I may, because here it is. This is Revelation 21:1, and I'll hit to 3. It says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men,
Man.
and he will dwell with them,
Who?
and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God." You see, the world was made for our sakes. This our world. We love our world. That's why we sighing and crying right now, because everything is out of order and
In
it's
our
ass
world, yeah.
backwards.
That's it.
But we love our world. We love our subjects. We love our women. We
And
love
our
everything
children,
that's ours. And when it's out of order, we mad.
And we
Right.
and we
We
snap,
hate-
we fuss, and we cuss.
We hate that we got to spend all the money we have to spend on food, and then your food doesn't even do for your body what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
They
do the opposite.
And I say, yeah, do they actually
I
make
think
you
of
sick?
you every time I look
And-
at
and I-
supplements.
And I say that, and
Every time I hear
you
your
took
voice.
the word out my mouth.
Every time I hear
The
you,
fact that supplement stores even exist
Yeah.
is evidence that this man is not fit for rulership.
Why we need-
Why the fuck do
Do
you
we
need to
need
go to a
supplements?
supplement store to buy the stuff to put in your body that's supposed to be in your fucking food?
Exactly.
Right. Now you've been upstairs to my
Yes.
How many
Like a-
supplements do I got in
It,
there?
it looks
Over
like a damn,
a drugstore.
like a damn
A
pharmacy over
pharmacy.
there.
Because
Same thing
I
like
gotta
one
put
of
my shit back into the food that you took out.
Exactly.
Then you got the nerve to be mad at you for being mad at him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And what makes it worse?
say that again.
Say
Say that again.
This is fucking punk ass Red Devil got the nerve to be mad at you for being mad at him for fucking you up.
And for finding out
Yeah,
his bullshit.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell on me.
Goddamn devil.
Don't tell on me.
Right, don't say what I'm doing to you.
Right.
That's like I
I
said.
done spent all this money to hide it.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
like the one brother that got the thumbnail one of the characters from Scooby Doo.
If it wasn't for you
And it's
meddling
one of the
kids.
Israelite brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If it
Yeah,
wasn't for
one
them
meddling
meddling
kid.
kids, he's damn deep right because Esau always getting caught.
That's it.
You
That's
know?
what he's really
Hey,
mad about.
you know what's spiritual
That's it.
that he brought out Scooby Doo and see, hey, the scriptures, you know, the Apostle Elder Tahar, the beloved Apostle Elder Tahar, where he says, when you see things, you got to filter them to the scriptures. Now, in the 90s, they had made a remake of Scooby Doo called the Scooby Doo Miss Kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
the villain, but the villain in it was named Red Henry. And he was an Edomite with red hair and freckles. And it was like, you know who really did it? It was the red herring.
Even if it wasn't him, they always blamed him.
Even if it wasn't,
Yeah.
he was the gate.
Yeah.
Because that was supposed to be Esau. If you go back and watch that shit, I'm like, damn, they showed the whole time this was supposed to be Esau being the devil.
But a lot of the cartoons,
Yep.
a lot of the cartoons already they tell you who Esau is, just like in that movie, Lorax. Right?
Yeah,
Lorax.
the one-
Yeah, that movie was heavy.
That
Evil
movie-
is I want to
Yeah,
be.
Lorax. Yeah, he said.
You put me on to that movie.
Oh yeah, that's shit. I watch all them little kid movies. But,
It's got a whole bunch of
but,
kids.
but a lot of those movies, it really tell you. A lot of those movies really tell you Esau agenda. You know, like in the movie Lorax, he said he sang a song.
Lorax.
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 He said,
Yeah, I don't pull it up on the
how bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. He was chopping down the trees,
Destroying the environment.
destroying the environment. He was killing off the animals, doing all of this. But it was really, he said, I'm just doing what comes naturally. He said, man, this is my nature.
And the
This is
Lorax
what
was
I
a
do.
prophet.
And the Lorax was telling
He
him,
was a prophet.
he
Yeah.
said, I'm the voice of the trees.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He said, do not this thing. You know, he told him, do not this thing. You know, he's killing off the trees, but end up, what happened? Yeah, pretty much he was a bum and he was all left.
Yeah.
in the
He
wilderness.
killed off the trees, and then the next devil
And the next
fucked
devil-
up the air.
and the next dude fucked up the air.
And everything was fucking.
And it was the wilderness. He made
Everything was
everything. Everything was synthetic,
fake.
and they was trying to always find out a way to make money off you. That's
They had to
Esau
buy air.
evil,
They had to
man.
buy air.
Hey, that's the
They
spirit.
buy air in China right now.
Hey, that's the spirit. It's an episode, and this the only one, like, because the brother was just talking about if we want to see Super. Yeah, how Roth is out. I don't even know why he asked that question. But of course we're going to see Dragon Ball Super. Y'all Roth is out. But yeah, we're getting fly too, Lord willing. But nevertheless, the only canon that they took out of Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball GT. And they always try to downplay it. But like the second or third episode, it's when they go to another planet, it's Goku, it's Trunks, and it's his granddaughter Pan. And they just going on journeys throughout the universe. And the first planet they land on is called Omega, but it's symbolic to America because it's the Red King. He rules it. It's this big red dude. He rules it, and everything costs. And they went to save Omega when they found out what was going on. But if you sit down, it's a chip in you or something that they charge. It found out you getting charged. Once you get up, you charge. Once you open your mouth and speak, you charge. Everything you charge, but everything is charged. So the inhabitants of the planet end up poor, but the government still comes to them and charge. And the rule, Goku was like, who behind all this bullshit? And there was a big red, it was a big pink dude with white hair. And they go, they end up dealing with him, but at the same time, and it's called Omega. That was supposed to be America, man. But them gooks really put that shit out there in Dragon Ball GT. Every single dinner one, he found the Gadites, that whole planet of Gadites with the feathers and shit.
Yeah.
He went to deal with them, and they was living peacefully. Man, Dragon Ball GT was the most spiritual cartoon I ever seen, and they took that out the canon. And
But they
they
made the whole Dragon Ball. I never got a chance to watch the whole
and they was
series.
masculine. They got their black hair back. They looked like the apes because they call niggas monkey. They look like the men. Yep.
Yeah, but the whole
They went and found the tribes.
When you go to watch it, those ones are there.
Yeah, they deleted it. You can only get it on DVD. Exactly. That shit like the Apocrypha of Dragon Ball Z.
Wow.
It's a fucking cartoon. Every single episode. Oh, they got the one with the rappers. They show you how to rap. And Goku the strongest being in existence, and he's symbolic to the Northern Kingdom Israelite. But this dude, he goes there, and the dudes put on the boom box, and they hypnotize the people. But they was like, man, these three people we ran into were strong. So they go to this big ass owl, and all the celebrities, Molech, all the celebrities, all the rappers on the planet, they bow down to him, and they get their power, and they go back and trick society.
Wow.
GT a motherfucker.
There it is, man.
They
There
show
it is.
Esau whole agenda.
Bring that up, brother. Bring it up. Then we gonna watch this clip of this video.
This is damn. This is better, man. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a heavy deal.
Esau 3. This is back in Judges 19. Now we fast forward. He went to get his woman back. He wanted to show her mercy, right? So this is Judges 19. He ran across a man that was going to. He was showing hospitality. It's like culture. He's like, you can lodge with us, come chill with us. Don't even worry about using your food. I got you, right? Now, as 22, now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of Belial, So some worthless niggas, these are your gangbangers today.
Right.
All right, and this shows that gangbanging, homosexuality goes hand in hand. It always has, it always will.
Yeah.
That's why your most
That's why they
toughest,
sagging this shit.
your most toughest gang banger, all right, is a sodomite, man.
Yep.
They deal with trannies. The West Side is filled with trannies, and you will wonder. Now the West Side of Chicago is the worst side of Chicago,
Yeah.
and you will wonder how all these trannies just free out there because those niggas are fucking them.
Why they?
Them BDs over there, the GDs especially over there.
Yeah,
Fucking
say
them, man.
Jimmy first.
Hey, I look at
Say
yeah,
Jimmy first, bro.
yeah, I look at the people out there that's selling little peanuts or little socks, little candy, or the woman that be selling them piggy bank, and I be like, man, ain't nobody buying it. But then they out there every day, and I'm like, nah, they buying it. You know what I'm saying? They buying it. You know what I'm saying? Because they out there every day. And just like when I used to go to the Bears games and sell hats and stuff, and I was making, hundreds. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I was there every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't
And so
gonna
I'm
keep
like,
going out there and
I'm
not
like,
making no money.
Exactly. So transsexuals be out there. They get
Because they getting
Oh,
successful.
you talking about
paying for
Family
their
Fifth
service.
House?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They ain't there for
And
nothing.
if you go into these prison movies or the documentaries, that I keep remembering
They
that
for
one
the state,
dude.
they got it.
You the one
Yeah.
dude,
Prison
and that one dude was like, it's when the nigga come in with the booty guy, what is it? Y'all know
Booty
who-
bandit.
the booty bandit. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. And it was like, but he said, I just tell him, so look, I like you. I want you. We gonna either do this the hard way or the easy way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of these niggas,
Hardcore gangsters.
that's it, right? But a lot of these hardcore gangsters go up in there thinking they're gonna be covered by the GD set, by the Mo set, or what the fuck set they think they Latin King set, whatever the fuck. And then if they don't meet the cut to pass the bill, and Ducat wanted to go Johnny, fuck you and ass you, you're gonna. A lot of these guys who come out of jail, been in there for 5, 6, 7 months.
Is to allow it. And
Exactly.
The GD's lit. The literature. If the big homie want to smash in jail, the young homie got a ladder.
More than 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years or better.
10 years.
I remember one time, man.
They got in their laws.
No,
So-
it is. It's. I remember,
So you just the nigga that gotta get the titties tattooed on your back and bent over.
Well, it don't matter
Right,
whether you
that's some
get
sick
bent
shit,
over
man.
or doing the bending over.
Yeah,
You
still,
know,
It's sick.
been a
It's some
while.
sick. It's some sick shit.
all of it.
All of it. But it's okay. We gonna have customized swords for them.
Yeah, I can walk past
Bring-
2 men
we
in the
gonna-
bed.
we
In
wanna get this
prison.
video.
Can I
on.
finish
Come
the
on.
scripture real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, so the sons of Belial they set the house round about and beat at the door and spake to the master of the house. The old man saying, "Bring forth the man that came into thy house, that we may know him." So he wanted to rape the Ephraimite man. And the master of the house, went out to them and said unto them, "Nay, my brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly, saying that this man is coming to my house. Do not this folly. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine." He got 2 women.
Virgins, man.
One is a virgin.
What running with
Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seemeth good unto you. But unto this man do not so foul a thing. But the man would not hearken to him, so the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them, and they knew her and abused. So only this one got raped. The virgin never got touched. This is the Lord's judgment right here, man. As wicked as these niggas are, they get theirs. But this is still the Lord's judgment, and that's gonna come again. You women out here thinking shit cool. You out here being whores and harlots
And getting paid.
Right. You building up a great fan base. You got a lot of incels, involuntary celibates, that sitting there mad. All right, they can't get that box. All right.
Hey, I was gonna
And they
bring that
deserve
out
it.
when
And they
the
deserve
Elder
it.
Malcolm brought that.
You know why they deserve it? Because you a woman was here for. All
Facts.
right. So you flaunting in their face. You living next door to them. They ready, man. And when this shit crack, they will get you. I'm gonna keep
Come
going.
outside in lingerie.
But the man would not hearken to him, so the man took his concubine and brought her forth to them. They knew her and abused her all the night until the morning, all night long.
Oh,
And when
man.
they
She didn't get no break. So that means she was stuffed.
Yeah.
She was like the woman in my vision. The woman in the vision.
night long.
Because the men were in relay.
That's
They
right.
were sitting there drinking, waiting their turn.
Yeah.
You weren't tripping.
And it was three women and it was 3 men to each woman.
And that should just keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter until that bitch fits.
And with the
You don't
day,
get what you want.
Yeah.
Getting what you want. The
That's
Lord gonna
it.
give you what you want.
that's it. You that sow the same, you that sow iniquity shall reap the same. That's right, Rob. Yep. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. So finally, the sun came up. They let her go, and just get past this. She died. They essentially fucked her to death, man. And that's the judgment that's coming to this place. You think you're independent and want to do this or that, and you're gonna be independent, man.
Right.
You're gonna. Hey, like
And
I
men
said,
were a lot stronger and powerful, more powerful back then.
And
and so were the women.
Hey,
So you bitches,
that's right.
fractionally, you're still just as. It's still the same ratio.
It's
man.
still the same ratio.
Yep, it's still the same ratio. You women are feeble, and you about to get it, man. You want equality, then here you go.
Hey, I tell them all the
equal
time.
lefts and equal
I tell,
rights.
I definitely practice that. I tell them all the time, man. You hoes said you could do bad all by myself, and I'll let you.
Oh, if I may,
You may.
man, my wife, she had saw a video, man, and it was at the gas station.
My sister or the other one.
That one.
Yeah. I didn't want the bitch around me, so I gave it to the brother.
So he
Fuck out my business.
So she seen the video, and it was basically at a gas station, and it was like 3 niggas, and it was this one black woman, and they were trying to steal her car. And this bitch, she basically like she playing catch me if you can. She got the keys on her. They trying to get this bitch, so they chasing her all around the gas station. It's late at night. She said it was at least 3 other men that was around that looked at her, saw what was happening, and they kept that shit pimping, man. They just
Like that meme I sent you.
They just walked up.
Hey,
Hey, no, she said it. She said, Fatazar, she said, you said it. She said, you was like these same bitches that want to act like a man and be independent. When all hell start to break loose, they gonna be calling on help. She was like, the bitch was just running around the car screaming, help, help. And when nobody helped, it was the same man that you shitted on, that you was shitting on,
These men
that you
are
gonna need
getting
help.
attitude back. It was a parody, and the dude, some bitch was carrying like some big ass fish tank,
Yeah.
and it was English dude.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like, oh, you need some help? So he grabbed it. She say, oh, thanks. He get her basically to her crib.
My boyfriend.
And she was like, my boyfriend is here. He say, oh, he broke that shit. These niggas got that attitude. Like, look, ask your man to do it.
Get your man.
If you ain't got it, man, that's on you, bitch. That's how it should be.
As a matter of fact, there was some shit that happened last night. When dealing with the brothers, some chick was coming out this bar, and she was telling the guy, "Oh yeah, I don't need no help. I got a boyfriend." But the whole time, it was constant guys coming towards her, and her boyfriend wasn't there. So if something would have happened to her,
and
She was there for the free shit.
But that's not.
I got a
So, like,
why you in the bar without
it's-
your man?
it's-
Hey,
Yeah,
I got a quote for top. All these bitches
Why
like
the
free
hell are
shit.
you
She was
in
there
a
for the
bar
free shit.
without your man?
She was there
If
for the
you
drink.
right,
Yeah, that shit wicked. It's right.
That's evil.
why? Because you know what? Because if something would have came along that was appealing to her, she would have went.
But,
Yes, sir.
But
That's what it was all about.
But
Yes,
they
sir,
didn't, these women, they didn't count the cost. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 12:23. Wherefore, whereas men and women have lived dissolutely and unrighteously, thou hast tormented them with their own abominations. So because you didn't want to come up under a man, you want to act like the man. When shit gets real, you're gonna be put in real man situations.
Hey,
What
you
I
gonna crumble,
you
man.
see what I put on the book the other day? Keisha has to man up now. Now they got this bull dagger, who plays for the women's NBA. Yeah,
Right.
her bull dagger. Now
Yeah.
she's in a Russian prison, facing up to 10 years. It's been 4 weeks now, and all these black women making a shout out in the crowd for. I said no. She wanted to be a man. Now she has to be one.
Yeah.
Now she has to fucking be one.
Right.
And there's a lot of carcass that need munched over there, bitch. Man up.
Yeah, some Russian MMA,
A lot of fur burners for you, bitch.
Russian bitches over there. Bring
Yeah.
out what you got, pops, and we gonna play
Alex
this
Rob
video.
got one.
Okay.
Hold this one.
Shit, we fired up.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints. He had care for his elect, which is the Israelites. It says verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination,
Ooh.
which have neglected the righteous and forsaking the Lord.
Hey, these fucking bitches, man, they really don't understand, man, what's really coming to them, man. Like, and I'm gonna just give a personal testimony. Like, my ex-wife committed adultery. All right, and
What a coincidence.
What a
Me too.
coincidence, right? But a couple months later, the guy she committed adultery with, the Lord made him a quadriplegic. All right, the Lord judged him. All right, and now she can't keep a dude. Now she fucking homeless, and now she fucking need me.
Call out me.
Right?
Block her.
Hey, look, but the Lord's gonna make a way. Hey, look, man, all these motherfuckers, all these bitches, you gonna understand that you just a woman, man. Hey, your place is to be a fucking woman.
Yeah, all my
baby
baby woman means servant.
A servant.
Keep it together, because they can't see me.
Because they have it in their mind in this society that a woman is equal to or above a man. And that is not so.
Hey, if then why you not building the rest of America?
Right.
If you
built
fucking
that bridge and it collapsed.
right.
Spiritual.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you women, for one, you're not mentally stable enough to do the things we do. That's why you women don't do it, man.
Hey, the dude, Kevin Samuels, he said that that show Lost, or you got the little show where they drop them off. Survivor.
Naked and Alone.
Man versus Wild.
Man versus Wild.
That's the one.
He did a comparison. He dropped women off. He dropped a group of women off with nothing. All right, and then the second day they was begging the crew to take them home, and then they dropped men off in the same predicament, and the men start building stuff. The men start fishing. The men start doing stuff. So it just
woman ain't gonna touch no damn fish.
You women are gonna touch the base, dissolve in this time to come, man.
Oh, but you missed the point.
You're not for that.
Hey, Ramaki, he talked about how the man, and I'll be watching that trick. Yes, Kevin Samuels is a fucking trick. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. Don't be tricking off with these bitches, man. But look,
he ear hustled the prophets, man.
You do.
Hey, but nevertheless, when he brought out that dissertation, I actually liked it because he made a point. He said the men actually got together, made a plan, and got it out there. These bitches was arguing, crying, screaming, looking at their nails. The men, when they dropped them off, they actually put some shit together.
Like, bro, what's your specialty? What you know how to do? Let's do something.
Exactly.
All right.
Right. He was saying something about the women damn near died 2 times over.
Yeah. That was a very great example of how shit happened.
They were crying before they got to the fucking island. They were already having mental breakdowns, man.
So just imagine what's gonna happen, man.
When the Facebook shut down last week, the bitch was last time.
Play this video.
Play the video.
Let the video play.
Play the video. Roll that footage.
Roll that beautiful
And
video.
we literally only need to hear a few seconds of it because it's gonna fit right in
to what the time. All right, cut.
He like he on drugs.
He be doing sit down.
Hold on.
I thought it was on. It must have still been
Still watching Murph videos.
Yeah, that nigga been watching that movie.
Shemai.
All right, take it back.
Shemai.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do not like to bring this news, but the United States of America is very close to an economic collapse of biblical proportions, something that I think will wreck the U.S. dollar, push us into hyperinflation, and ultimately introduce a new world reserve currency, because that was always the plan, ladies and gentlemen, is to destroy the value of the U.S. dollar through hyperinflation and make it so difficult for you to survive that they could provide the solution to the economic problem that they created. And so what I think is going to happen is we're going to have an economic reset of biblical proportions that destroys the value of the U.S. dollar currency and basically hyperinflates all non-dollar denominated assets like real estate, cash flow producing businesses, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and more. Now, these geopolitical events, of course, crisis after crisis. Notice this, it was crisis after the new Ukraine crisis, which are now calling for World War III, which I've talked about on this channel for a very long time.
So you can pause it right there, brother. Now look, he is done, man. This dude lost it. You know what? Because in reality, what he's not admitting is that he knows that he's defeated, and he knows that there's no future, man. And he's trying to basically this dude is trying to build a castle, out of rocks.
The American dream was a nightmare.
The
man.
American dream is turned into a nightmare. And he admitted that this is going to usher in the digital currency, and I believe that the digital currency is going to be ushered in this year. All right, Lord's will. I believe it's this year because it's like I said earlier, Russia and China and Russia are already ahead on it, and their system is backed by gold on top of that. All right, and all these other nations are starting to flutter toward that. All right, OPEC does it. Look, why would OPEC want to deal with a nation with the digital currency that's backed by nothing? All right, so OPEC, so all America's allies, man, it's not looking good, and something has to happen. And then with the evidence and the truth coming out about these sauces that they were making everybody drink.
These slamdemics.
Now all the information is coming out on that, and these people are still pushing for another one. All right, when all the evidence is out of all the people dying and being sick from the last stuff.
Last week, though.
So of sauce. All right, of sauce, man, of the Beetlejuice, exactly.
Shit, these motherfuckers talking about they testing positive for AIDS now.
Yeah, so
That's not the vaccination.
and it's coming, and it's and that's across the, and what they're calling it. What one doctor said was that he was calling it something else, but he's saying it's like AIDS because, and it may as well be HIV because it's destroying the immune system and these people are dying, man. Right. Not to mention that people are getting heart attacks and dropping, after taking the special sauce.
It's a different. See, when you think about the autoimmune deficiency syndrome, which is what you get the word AIDS from, it has a stigma that comes along with it now that it's bisexual and homosexual shit, which it was never the reason why it came out. The original
There's patents on it.
The original autoimmune deficiency syndrome came from them doing the vaccinations or vaccinations, which was over there in Europe. Not Europe, Africa. No, Africa. And they were, and those maxes gave them the autoimmune deficiency.
SIV, which is President Monkeys, they used that blood to get I think it was a polio. And they use the blood to get the vaccination for the polio disease. The SIV in monkeys and humans turns to HIV. Right. And that turns to the autoimmune disease.
But HIV is something that you can live with for your whole life with no medicine.
Well, yeah, it's not. Yeah,
but it's the stuff they give you that actually mutates it and makes it turn into the autoimmune deficiency, which actually kills you.
We need your help, Bashir.
Because they give you shit to actually kill you.
So you can live with AIDS, you can't live with the medicine.
No, you can live with HIV. You can't live with AIDS.
Man, I don't want to
HIV. If it turns into AIDS, you're done. And basically, the latest sauce that has been given, most people that had 3 sauces or more, had the 3 sauces. That's what's happening to them across the board.
Because
the evidence of that is out there now. All right, so that could also cause a problem with allies and things like that.
It's like radiation,
and basically, I'm just praying and hoping and waiting for that wrong psycho Edomite to lose a family member and just head to some of these, to some of these state buildings and just start going in.
If he was talking about that the other day,
because eventually some ex-Marine, some ex-Navy SEAL, one of these diehard crazy ass preppers. Patriot preppers that loses that wrong person dies, man. Or maybe it was even his old Marine buddy that saved his life, in one of them illegal wars they was in.
Even one closer to home. He made him want to take the max, and he's a trucker. Now he can't make those livs to provide for his family no more. Now he's against the government. He believes in America, but he feels the government is wrong in America. Now what he want to do? That's the plot to any good movie. Now he wants to bomb America, or he comes to a homegrown terrorist.
And that's exactly what that sort of thing
is going to happen. Ex-military man,
but nevertheless,
driving trucks. He lost his job because he want to take your horse juice.
And he used to be a damn sniper. Now it's on.
All right.
If I may, this is Job Salaki. This is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon.
And that's exactly it. Yeah. Because when this digital system come in, that's when everything gonna go down, man.
Yeah.
All right, and that's when you know that the Lord, the chariots are gonna come back, man.
There's a lot of Edomites even who understand that the mark of the beast is this chip that we talked about, man. And they're not going to take it. They're not going to go down quiet. The Egyptian shall fight against the Egyptian. All right, they're going.
And they making all this legislation to try to take all the guns away still. They just signed some more stuff to try to take it. So these people, hey, look, you ain't taking away Esau's blessing.
Oh
man.
no, I like
going
the
crazy.
Esau gonna die with his blessing in his hand,
like
he going to Valhalla. He going to Gunhalla. Right.
That Uber ride I had was an epic conversation. You ended up mentioning gun laws, and that Edomite side his mouth. Those of us that want to uphold our Second Amendment, they're not gonna take our guns. He ready to fight. This nigga's driving Uber.
He pretty much told you.
Once he realized that I didn't give it, like in fact, you get 5 stars for this conversation. Right? Once he realized,
I'm gonna give you a tip and
he
5
started
stars.
talking that good shit.
Yeah, I used to do that with them cab drivers all the time before Uber became popular. Well, I used to get them to talk, man, and they would start telling you how they really felt, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Once again, this game I played, and there was a dude was telling me how he was with he was at the White House thing, you know, and he was saying how that whole thing was set up. It was peaceful at first, but it turned into some other shit. But he was basically like, look, I don't like what the fuck is happening. I don't like the shows that my kids watching. And he say, we ready to die. Basically, he ready to die for this shit. And this just a random motherfucker I'm playing the game.
These Edomites love what they stole.
They
love what they stole and what they built up for themselves and their people, man. You bring out what you got, Pops.
Okay, this is Proverbs 3, I'm sorry, 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the forward is an abomination to Yahweh, but his secret is with the righteous. Y'all don't want to hear what we're saying, but y'all want to keep choosing what this Edomite is telling y'all to do, and y'all coming up short. Okay? And y'all want to be bound in Babylon like these women. You go keep coming up short until you put to death.
Right, this man is oppressive to his own nation because it says the Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt. So that's the reason why you have Idumeans is not fucking with the shit that their own leaders are doing this shit to them, man. You know? So why would you want to attach yourself to this man? He can't save himself, he can't benefit his own race, and his time is up.
Right. Let's talk about how we rule the nation in anger. You know, just say Israelite nation. Talking about the whole earth.
Well, the scripture say in Revelation, he'll destroy him that destroyed the earth, man. Right, like the brother said, GMS, what's that? Solomon 7. Yeah, he's the harbinger of death. Everywhere this nigga goes, some shit get fucked up, man. Everywhere.
The Aquarius see the master
of disaster.
I got one more verse. This is 33. The curse of Yahweh is in the house of the wicked. This is where we at now. These curses that was on us is passed over to them.
Hey, somebody had that up on the screen. That Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
I learned that one from you.
You know, right? 30 and 7. So it's passing over to them, and they not. And like you said, like that the guy that was on the thing, Dabu 7. And
that's Chris Green.
Oh, Chris Green.
I call him the wise steward.
Okay, but he's not going peacefully. He's upsetting, man. He said these Edomites are mad as hell and everything else. And while they all mad, this is where we at. But he blesses the habitation of the just. Because while all this shit is going bad, we keep in our mind.
And I love that saying that the brother Zion Kodash put up. Said this is one problem Esau can't shoot his way out of.
He can't shoot his way out of. He can't buy it. He can't think it. He just fucked.
Yeah, he can't buy it. You heard the comedian that was making the complaint about the camp that be down in front of his apartment building. And then you thinking he getting ready to talk some shit, and he was like, and no matter how much I talk to them and beg them, they won't let me join them. Because basically so what that really meant is that because he was complaining that they're always saying the white man is the problem, the white man this and the white man that, and white people just need to die. And so basically what he was saying is that he agrees. So so even Esau is tired, man. Esau is tired of Esau.
Esau fed up. Yeah, Edomite walked up, and when I was talking to that fucking satanic Hispanic that be coming to the camp in that false sense of humility, the one that I posted in the orders room, that fucking clown, Humberto. But I was talking to him, he like, man, I need to find a brother. It was so spiritual, man. Those two brothers some real. I need to find some real brothers. I'm talking to this dickhead, right? The last chance of mercy I gave him, right? I'm actually with a third chance before the last, because this nigga's horrible. But long story short, and you can tell he was like an Edomite. He was like an ex-military Marine type. He looked at me, he had on he had on like a ski mask, like, and he looked at me, he took it off. He said, I don't think this. You guys are real. I don't know how these people don't think y'all real. To be out here, how y'all be out here, you guys are the real fucking guys, man. You the real fucking guys, man. And he just walked in jewels.
You gotta look at it because the prophet.
Damn.
That was deep. No, that was very deep, man. He said, y'all. He said, I don't, he's a straight Edomite. He said he could be a Jake, but he said it. He said, man, to be out here, y'all be. It was cold as fuck that day too. He said, I just look at you. I said, those are men. Those are the real guys, man, that believe what they believe. He said, these are the real guys.
What are the little purified, man?
That's right.
You know,
And it's
so,
good.
He said, I don't believe it, but I know y'all the real guys.
The scriptures say the devils believe in trembles.
And in the spirit, I said, I told you we was the brothers. Because he went from camp to camp to camp. He go with his bullshit litigations. And that was the spirit. I said, don't you think this is of the Lord that a random Edomite walk up and say that?
Vocab said
it's the real guys right here.
No man, so gang says no resist, man. All right, so we're
That's
really
right.
out there. Hey, we out there as a representative of the Lord. Like my better word, as the Lord.
It really be the Lord talking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
It really be, and that's why
All
they can't
things work
gainsay.
together for the good for them that love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Because the scripture says it's not you that speaketh, but the spirit of your Father in you.
The scripture says you can say nothing against the truth.
Before
the truth. Yep.
The spirit that gave brothers everything you see is the workings of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. It's not workers of anything we do. Hell, we used to say it all the time back in the day. Hell, a lot of scriptures I don't even be remembering on a day-to-day basis.
What you mean? It's
I get out to the line and they just
the spirit, the Lord brings them back into your remembrance. He said, "I stir up your minds by way of remembrance."
It's like especially on really cold days, man. Because sometimes when I'm alone, just moving along on my daily life, it's like my mind goes blank. But the moment someone says something, it's like it triggers it, and it's like it's like when we be on a line and it's like 20 degrees or it's 20 below.
That's right.
And we in the spirit, but as soon as we salute out, that's when y'all get cold as hell.
I told Moses,
it's like damn, because when we be in the spirit, man, the spirit of the Lord literally be on us.
But even when the brothers come into the house, when they come into the room, it can be cold as fuck outside. I got the heat up, you know what I'm saying? As soon as the spirit gets really cooking in here, we got to open up doors. We got to turn on fans because not only our own personal body heat, but the spirit is fire. The spirit is pure energy. We get hot in this truth. We say it sometimes proverbially, but we actually literally get hot.
What Jeremiah said, he said it was like a fire shutting my bones.
Precept for you. This Luke 24:32. And they said one to another, did not our heart burn within us when he talked with us by the way, and how he opened to us the scriptures? This is after how Shai came back. He was transformed. The disciples didn't recognize him. And then he did what he did. They realized this is Yahweh Shai. They said, damn, our hearts did burn, man. They felt it. You can feel when that spirit is there. So damn, this was Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Perfect.
He had on a disguise, so to say.
Yeah.
Cloak.
Did you want me to get those articles too? Because was that done in that video?
Yeah, that was it. That was just it.
Okay.
To hear him say what he was gonna say and then watch him lose it.
Right.
Because Esau's losing it, man. But getting back to the original topic, these women, this judgment that's going out, man. This judgment is going out all across Babylon, man. All right, they found a body in Evanston. and she was one of the main champions for the transgender rights. And they found her in floating in the water, man, up on the beach. And look, she got you know what? She got equal lefts with those rights.
Go ahead.
That's what happens. And go ahead, brother.
Go hand, join their hand, and just only be punished.
That's right, Proverbs.
And you join it and hand with something that the Lord clearly disagrees with, man.
Black woman always.
But you know, as you can, she don't believe. She didn't believe in the Lord. But you know
Eve
what?
don't believe.
But now Eve didn't
Right
believe. But you know what? She's in the spirit world and her right man. Now she good, man. Now the Lord loves her again.
Now she's a real advocate.
Okay. Right. Now
I was wrong with things.
Now she's an actual right, a just advocate, man. But judgment is going forth all across Babylon, man. These women just keep coming up missing, coming up dead, getting raped, getting killed, getting shot up. Police kicking in doors and shooting women. All right, and then there was another woman. Matter of fact, you can go to the next one. The woman that was found in the garbage can. They just discarded her like she's a piece of trash.
What's to it,
Right?
She got put where she belongs.
It says woman ID'd after body found in garbage can in an alley on the south side. Police say.
And that's 15 minutes from here.
Yeah.
That's
Let's raise it up and see. And it's funny that it's got all this Ukraine shit on the screen. Because you best believe them women over there getting clapped by them soldiers, man.
Yeah.
All right, and probably by their own men, their own countrymen too. You know, civilians are clapping them too, man.
I was just gonna say, man, and you know, I'm just speaking as a man through the Spirit. I perceive the Lord is bringing out the rebuke on these women because the Great Reset is this is a part of the Great Reset. But what comes with the Great Reset is going to be a great influx, and it's going to be a whole. You know, the Isaiah 4:1, a lot of automation, all this shit. You getting ready to be out of a job. Okay, the majority of women are going to be out of a job. Why they going to need a man?
Well, the scriptures in Revelations, the 12th chapter, says that Esau is coming down with great wrath because he knows he has but a short time.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, the way the man shows, if a man is spending money on you, he may not be the most socially correct or friendly guy, you know, or none of that. But if a man is paying your bills or helping you pay your bills, right? You know, if he's feeding you, all right, he's feeding your children and he's spending his money on you, that's him showing you love.
If he takes care of your kids,
if a man is buying a pair of shoes or a meal for your child, he
his. Actually
cares, especially if it ain't his. All right, he actually loves you. All right, and so for you to go and do something against him. You know, that's, you know.
Hey, a man once told me.
It's not the wisest thing to do, man.
Exactly. Where a man spends his time and his money is where his heart at, no matter where it's at. Hey, and you better, and then these people, these women just had a meme about men going 50-50. These black women was talking about it on Facebook. So y'all do this and expect women to be submissive. I said, I don't know why, because I wouldn't give you shit and I expect everything. That's right. What? Are you fucking crazy? Hey, I gotta bring out a scripture real quick. This I see Pops and all the other hands that ain't mine in there. This is Isaiah 32:9, real quick. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease." Hey, I learned this scripture from this brother. I might as well bring it out like that. This is Isaiah 32 in verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment.
They don't mention princesses.
I'm gonna read 2 and 2.
Don't mention that you have a couple of them. They don't mention women, like Revelation say he raised up a nation of kings and priests. All you so-called sisters. We can be prophetesses. We can look, you ain't mentioning ruling, man. Just shut up.
Bitch, you can do everything but shut up. They had a picture of Serena Williams, this old monkey mouth bitch. You know, they had all that. I said, they talked about all her accolades. I said, I wonder could she be quiet and make a sandwich. This verse 2. And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, a man, all right, a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, so like an oasis. As the shadow.
So when you read the scripture that says, there's neither free nor bond, man nor woman in your house shine, that's not saying that the man and woman is equal. Right. It's saying that a woman has a role, and your role is your man.
It said give honor to him as the weaker vessel.
Right.
That's
your
the role.
Is to be a servant to your man. All right, the Lord didn't make Adam and leave him alone. He gave him a woman to be a helpmeet.
Hey, I tell women all the time, man. I said, I will be great for the things I'm grateful for that you can never do. You can be great for the things you be grateful that I can do. I can't have a baby.
I'm just gonna say
I can't. I get these bitches a dissertation every time. It said as the shut. No, can I finish?
You got it.
Oh, that's Mr. Roman.
Yeah,
I want to hear what he's saying. He don't say shit. Let Mr. Roman talk, man. Look at that man.
It's in the spirit.
That beautiful brown brother. But I do gotta finish this. Go ahead,
Of
bro.
course. It goes into the spirit what y'all brothers are going into. That's why women are so fucked up
My
in the
nigga
mind right now.
T-Money, man.
This is Genesis 8, 2 and 18. 2 and 18.
Nope, read. Go ahead.
2 and
You got
18. This is why you women are so fucked up right now. The Lord made you with a natural instinct on how to deal with a man, but because you're trusting in Esau,
Come on now.
you're conflicted.
Tell the truth.
You're conflicted right now.
They're crazy, bitch.
Yep. This is Genesis 2 and 18. And
I mean,
Yahweh
true bipolar.
said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a help meet for him.
Read
The
it
whole
again.
reason,
Oh my
why
God.
the Lord created a woman was 2 and 18.
It said help, right?
It was the whole reason why the Lord created a woman was so that she can be a help unto her man. That's why when a woman gets with a man, she always takes on the hobbies of that man.
The help part.
Because that's natural to you.
Yep.
But what you're doing right now is contrary to what you're doing because you're trusting in Esau, which will be your confusion.
They're like some men, you know, if a man work a lot of times a man wouldn't really eat that good because he busy. You know what I'm saying? You got a woman, hey shit. Sometimes I eat something. Sometimes I don't even eat.
That's you, nigga.
The
I
fucking
need to be
woman,
swole.
the woman, goddamn it, she's supposed to be there to make sure. Hey, look, she's supposed to cook the food. Hey, make sure your plate good. Hey, you got to go to work. She make sure your work clothes
Whatever
clean.
you need.
Whatever you need, man.
Every man got
If you
different
need
requirements.
your
Your
goddamn-
job is to be whatever that man needs.
Right.
I got it. Shemai, Bible so like Shemai, I got it on the screen. This is the etymon of the word help me. It says also help meet, a ghost word from the 1611 King James translation of the Bible, in which it is the first at a two-word noun adjective phrase translating Latin adjectorium simile sibi as an help meet for him, meaning literally a helper like himself. It says the Hebrew Ezer Kenzenexo help meet is notoriously difficult to translate. The second term means alongside him, opposite him, a counterpart to him.
So you supposed to really be intertwined. You supposed to know how he like his shit done, man. You everything that he like. You supposed to be doing shit that he like. It ain't about what the fuck you want. It's about what he wants. You know
let me finish.
Real quick, just like it ain't about what we want.
It's about what he wants. Absolutely. And if somebody wants to get it, they can get that. As the woman is, as Yahweh is the head of Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is the head of the man, and the man is the head of the woman. Give me that. But this is why it says help is too weak because it suggests a mere auxiliary function. Whereas Izar, which is talking about Izar, where the word Izar means help in Hebrew, it's not Izar, it's Izar. There's no E's in Hebrew. Elsewhere connotes or connotates active intervention. It's an active intervention on behalf of someone, especially in military context, as often as in Psalms. So it's a help that's an active help. What can I do for you, Lord? Would you need something else? Okay, you want me to do this? You want me to do that? It's active.
I got complaining.
What can I do to help you? That's the reason why Yahweh Shai said about Yahweh. Exactly.
Whatever you like.
Exactly. Because what did Yahweh Shai say? He said, not my will, Lord, but thine will be done. Yeah. It's not about what the fuck I want. Right. It's about what can I do for you. And you mentioning that from Coming to America, just in case you didn't know it, I will pull it up, but they'll use that just as a copyright strike. So I ain't gonna pull it up. Pull up the bitch who was hopping on her one leg saying, bark like a dog. A big dog. What do you like? Whatever you like. What do you want to eat? Whatever you like to eat. It's about what you want.
Yep, if I may, because it's the same thing with us men to our Lord. Because guess what? Our Lord is the same thing with our Father.
That's it.
So why? Because the Father ultimately he has the copyright on life.
That's it.
So now
There
what
you
can
go.
I do
There you
to
go.
be on point with you so I can actually live life as
Right.
well?
Follow my order,
Follow
That's-
your
that's
order.
it.
and you shall be my son.
So a true man.
And so and what is the woman? Her connection to that?
Exactly.
Follow that man.
Exactly.
It's simple as that.
I mean,
Exactly.
Now
Bear-
the spirit
bear
about it
brain.
is now. Look, I'm gonna finish this Isaiah real quick because it's a point I was gonna make in the second verse. It said, I'm gonna just read it over real quick. It's Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, "And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as the rivers of water in the dry places, the shadow of a great rock in the weary land." And Apostle Elder Gabar had brought out how that cover goes into being accompanied by a man, a sex when you read it in the average dictionary. What is the Most High to us? He's a cover.
Exactly. That's what I
He's
was
a
gonna
cover.
say. You
I know.
said it.
That's why I finished it, because
Yeah.
you think I'm stupid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's true.
No, I'm fucking out. It's me and this brother thing. That's just. I know the brother don't think that.
Hey,
I know the brother don't think
hey,
that.
hey,
Can I
but
just add on to what you said?
go ahead, brother.
You gonna do it
Because,
anyway.
That's why it's meant for a woman to be with one man.
Is it
Because
real?
that wickedness that comes from women being with other men, that different spirits of different
And the Elder Malcolm will bring that out all the time.
right? The macroism.
Man, it's called bitches being sluts.
Basically,
Bitch.
and it gets in your DNA. You're really
The
supposed to have
mitochondria of the bitch being a slut. Now finish.
You're really supposed to have the DNA of that man, so you better synchronize with that man. That's
Right.
the whole purpose of you being with
You,
him.
hold on though.
So
You
now
and a
learn
few
his
more
ways.
women.
You act like him. You know what he likes. That's the whole
But that's
purpose
what-
of why
You do this when you woke up.
set you women up with one man. You
Let
have
me
his
read this
DNA
precept.
and
No,
it's
no,
all it's
yeah,
all
It's very
purposeful.
spiritual too.
Right.
And then a woman, her body actually is designed to receive sperm,
Actually,
but it's not supposed to be everybody's sperm.
exactly.
But they say, right? It's supposed to be that one guy's sperm, and
Yeah.
her functions in her body will actually work better if she's getting it.
That's why you women.
That's the way the Lord set it up, man.
That's why you women, you have multiple partners. You start to get that older, man.
Yeah, if that odor comes.
Yep. And
So
this-
that and look, and for you women out there, that odorous, that odor that comes from in between your legs is evidence that you've received way too many specimens in your lifetime.
yeah.
Just saying.
That's and you can say, well, my odor ain't this and ain't that. It don't just mean the fish you smell. It's different levels to the odor.
Because
Every last one of them comes from you dealing with multiple partners, man. And also, you got one that comes from you using latex, man. All right, a lot of people don't realize they got latex allergies, man. But this is Sirach 26:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there was nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. So a woman, this is something your father's supposed to teach your ass. That's also on Sirach. Because in America, they have a woman tell a man, when you grow up, you gotta be into your woman. You got basically be a bitch ass nigga. All right, but really what's supposed to be happening is the father supposed to teach the man, but the father also supposed to teach the woman. This is how you do to keep your man. Listen, observe, do what he say, and basically be a mind well instructed. A woman, just like we have to accept that what we desire and what we want, all right, it means nothing. It's about what the Lord wants.
That's it.
Even Yahushua, as much as he wanted another way, he said, "Let thy will be done, Lord." And he was with what the Lord was with. That's how I'm supposed to be with her man. Be with what her man is with.
Can you read that again, Barbara?
Yeah. This is Sirach 26:14. A silent and woman loving is the gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
I was hunting for that scripture last week.
He said a
Earlier
mind.
this week, and what that really legitimate, what that's really telling you, a mind well instructed, is that your mind has to be in tune with that man,
Yeah.
which is mean that you have to be under his vibration. He's not supposed to be under yours.
All the time.
All right, we're under the Lord's vibration. All right, by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. The order was that all the men of Israel gathered for the Passover. All right, it didn't say nothing about the wives of the princes. It didn't say the princesses or any of the women that think they might be prophetesses.
Right.
Right.
It says 3 times a year, every male must come before the Lord, man.
There it is, man.
You know what? Since you said that, this is
Every male.
I'm gonna make it real simple.
And so we're under the vibration of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is under the vibration of Yahweh. All right, and we're under the vibration of Yahweh Shai, And our women, or any women that's dealing with us, is supposed to be under our vibration.
And that makes you in order.
And this is part of the law.
Which
This
is
is
why I
Genesis.
don't even want a woman to the kingdom, man.
That's
Real
right.
talk.
Because this is Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
That's right.
And he shall rule over thee. Your desire, every single female's desire, is to be under a man.
And the flip side of that is when you start fucking sipping, when you start asking for your God, tell brothers, Kabaks, I can tell you all the time, when it's a man in the truth and I'm lacing his boots and trying to give him some game, I said it all started with Genesis 3:16. So when you go sipping to your baby mama, when you go crying to a bitch that don't want you, but you want her because you thinking with your dick and getting set up to get hit in your fucking head once again, when you go doing that shit, you out of bounds. You as a fucking man, you out of line. If you
change because you changed your nature.
Stop talking.
You changed your nature because the nature is for us to rule. How am I a ruler over you? But I'm coming to you and upon your
whatever you like.
Excuse me.
Whatever you
Hey
like.
baby, I got this ring for you. Will you marry me? I'm bowing down on my motherfucking knees. Only time I'm bowing down on my knees for a woman is if I'm eating her ass out. If other side of that, you bowing down for me. And I'm just being very blunt and very straightforward to it. We don't bow down to women. We are men. Go look at nature. Go look at the lions. Go look at the tigers. Look at the bears on fucking mine. They don't bow down to no fucking female.
And it's just like how the Lord told us.
That's right.
It's just like how the Lord told us.
I've got his chain on today. Whip the button up. I fucked him up.
Go ahead.
It's just like the Lord told us, man. You can't put new wine into old bottles. First, you have to pour that out, or you can't add this fabric to a new garment. The same is with a woman. She has to deliver herself from that. Well, the Lord would have to take that fucking plague out of her head that she can be on this side succeeding in the world and be over you and still be a woman. No, it don't work like that. You have to be submissive. You have to go through this man.
I'm gonna say something too. Hey, Don Juan, right? I don't listen to no niggas, but this nigga said something, right?
Green for the
He
money.
said, get you a woman that like you. Don't get you a woman you like, right? Because on this side, man, hey, fuck these bitches. You get a bitch that want to deal with you, man. It may not be the bitch you want to deal with.
Absolutely
but
not.
Guess what? You're gonna have rulership in your house because this bitch love you.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You fucking, the scripture say, give yourself not over to a light woman. Hey man, if that bitch don't want to do what you tell her to do, fuck that bitch. Tell that bitch to kick rocks. Hey, look, that's why the scriptures say if she go not that way, give her a bill of divorce, man. Hey, yeah, you gotta deal with the nigga woman if she please to dwell with you, but she still got motherfucking shit she need to do.
Hey,
if she don't do what the fuck she need to do, kick that motherfucking bitch to the curb.
That's right.
Like my motherfucking nigga won't be talking, I'm gonna go back to New York. Bitch, bye.
Bye. Do
You
me
know
a
what I'm
favor.
saying?
Hey, the
Just
best
do it,
thing
bitch,
a black
bye.
woman ever did was leave me.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry at the White House.
I gotta bring this out.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Hey, look, we finna get every motherfucking thing.
So I gotta back you up. This is Sirach. I quoted it, but not gotta read it. This is Sirach 33:18. Hear me, O ye great men of the people.
Great men.
And
I
hearken
don't say no great bitches, no great women. Hey, where the fuck you hear that shit at?
That's right.
Where you ever hear a great woman? Get the fuck out of here.
Great day. You hear about a great day before you hear about a
Right,
great woman.
you got dogs. Hey, dogs are more loyal than you women.
Great
Man.
day.
And you'll whoop your dog ass. You cuss your dog out. Your dog will still come back to you, love you to death.
Oh, no, what you mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I can chastise a Haran right now. And within 5 minutes, he's gonna be right here.
Be right here.
Right here underneath you saying, what's up?
Hey, you tell a
Give me
woman
another
you got
rub
them,
down.
you made my food too damn salty. You trying to kill me, bitch? You make a joke out of it. But you know, yeah. I for next motherfucking week, she got a goddamn attitude.
Mostly the black woman. Hey, Shalom, kid folk. I see you on the comment board. GMS encouragement. That's the elder brother Mike Dollar down in Dallas. All right, Shalom, Virgin Islands, man. Shalom, man. Shalom, all the Akim on the comment board. The elders on the comment board.
It says, hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears. ye rulers of the congregation.
Hey, and then it say ye rulers.
Life
So the men are the rulers, man. You motherfucking women ain't no motherfucking rulers.
Hey, wait a minute. You said rulers?
Rulers.
What did Genesis,
Kings.
What did Genesis 3:16 say? He shall rule over thee.
Hey, well,
Okay.
it says,
it
says in the scriptures that you couldn't even be a bishop if you didn't have your house in order.
Okay, you can't. That's the reason why the Most High is making sure that all of our houses are in order. The Lord came to me over a year ago, before I had to fall out with my demon and so forth. And he said, Uriah, get your house in order. Now, when he said it, my mind went to two spots. One is get your house in order, is like make your bitch be in order, or set your house in order because I'm about to come kill your ass. Because the Lord will say, set your house in order because I'm about to come take you. So I was like, Lord, I don't know which one you're saying. Hey, you already know I'd rather be with you. And so I had to go through the spirit, but the spirit was like, go harder on your bitch because she's not acting right. But the harder I went on her, the more she acted up, to which is why we're not together no more.
Good, the Lord did you a favor.
Absolutely. All right. Well, he said in Corinthians,
the Lord
he said in Corinthians, he said, he's called us to peace. If you're not in a peaceful relationship with your woman, that means you might not need to be with that woman, because we are everything that we're about is for peace. What is our whole message to the Israelites? Now I might go through all the hell I got.
She wasn't under your vibration.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Oh, she said it. She said it.
To do. He just read Ecclesiastes 26 and 14.
Yes.
Her mind was not well instructed.
Yes.
Her mind. She wanted you
go.
giving her you giving her the understanding. She just wanted to do what she wanted to do.
Absolutely.
And that's what it comes down to.
And that's what
that
all
rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. And if I'm not mistaken, it says that witches should be put to death.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. So it says, give not thy son and wife. I'm gonna read it again because it's just heavy what I'm saying.
That's why I be saying,
matter of fact, I'm not
kids,
saying
man.
this. This is the matter of fact, and you're right. Okay?
I know I'm right.
And the scripture's gonna prove it, but it's not from how you think it is if you don't have understanding. So I'm gonna read it. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest.
So that means when I say something in my house, we gonna do what the fuck I tell you.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, I don't give a fuck. Hey, look, if I want to eat tacos 5 motherfucking days of the week, guess what, bitch? You better be cooking that motherfucking.
That's our service to the Lord. That's the only way a woman can ever serve the Lord, by serving the men, man.
Hey, like with my wife, right? She got her family. Her family is what you would call well off. All right, but when she do right, they randomly send her dough. They cash her out randomly, send her money.
Good.
All right, but when she fucking up with me, the Lord be plaguing her ass, man. And I always tell her, hey, look, this how you, hey, look, you do me right, the Lord look out for you. You'll get a car, you'll get this, your job, you'll be doing this. But as soon as you get the tweaking, everything start falling the fuck apart.
Yep.
Hey, why do you think that is? Hey, look, I told my wife, I said, man, I hope the Lord take your motherfucking hair, bitch. All right, and about a week later, she started pulling patches out of her hair. All right, hey, like for real though. Hey, look, this for real, man.
Man, I hope you give me
for real,
some
man. Hey, look, you
shit.
understand? Hey, look, we could disannul your prayers. All right, if we say you ain't in order under our vibration, hey, we could tell the Lord, fuck her. Don't hear shit she's saying to you.
Hey, we don't have to do that.
And he gonna honor
he cursed him and cursed him.
And he gonna honor that.
Lord,
if you right and everything is in order, hey, the Lord gonna honor that, man.
Look this story up. Trans man,
you know,
in New York.
Hey, Yahweh Shema Shah is a righteous power, man. Hey, the scriptures say the Lord is not the author of confusion, man. A bitch being in power is the confusion, man.
Supreme confusion.
It's confusion. Oh, I like I'm saying, I like to say all the time. Hey, a bitch don't know what the fuck she want to eat. How the hell she gonna tell a man what to do?
Hey, the scripture says, put off the weak nature, not bow down to the weak nature. And it's of the woman that says that she is the weaker vessel.
They say that every wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman.
Hey, he said a childless man is better. Go ahead, y'all.
Hey, brother been going into it. This is Sirach 35 and verse 21. A woman will receive every man.
I mean, that means you can be. Matter of fact, what's the Tamar Braxton? Her husband is obese as hell, not that attractive as hell, and Tamar is fine as hell. Why is Tamar with somebody who don't? She is fine to me. She ain't, but fuck what, she's a nigga woman out of the truth, so she's ugly as hell. But you don't know what I'm saying.
But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But a woman will deal with the tallest nigga, to the shortest nigga, to the fattest nigga,
Look at the
to
Flavor
the ugliest
Love.
nigga, right? And Brit,
The
right,
ugliest
right.
nigga.
The Flavor Flav was Bridget Nielsen, and she had all these motherfuckers fighting for his ugly. Hey, that's my point. All right, a woman will have any man, but a man will be more selective. Why? Because we know, first of all, there's a shortage of men. There's more women than men. Now, if you go ask this and Google it, Esau going to tell you different. You know why? He's about women worshiping and pushing the woman agenda. All right. But if you go look at it in reality, there are more females than men. The scripture is going to tell you, Isaiah the 4th chapter and the 1st verse. He says it's about a 7-to-1 ratio.
Google that and find it. They will
Yeah,
tell you.
they start changing.
And I'm not shocked. But
Not
yeah,
at
it
all.
was true, and it was because it was almost 7-to-1 worldwide.
That's it.
Damn.
And then now you go to China.
Worldwide.
China, because they put a rule that you only can have one child for so many years.
And then they also no one wanted female children, so
Right. So they'll abort the female
and now they
and
all
wait for a
fucked
male.
up.
But now they got an overabundance of males in China, where the ratio in China is so bad now. It's 30 men to one
It's
woman
30 million. Men
that have no woman.
That have no woman.
Yes. and they're changing their laws.
Look, I just did a video on it, man.
Yeah.
They're actually trafficking women
To come in
from
from
other countries.
Indonesia.
But you know
from,
what? They bringing them
India.
in. They bringing them in from Pakistan and things like that. Another thing that proves too is that there's no such thing as mixed.
That's it.
Because they're bringing in women.
Yes.
For these
Absolutely.
Moabite men, knowing that the children, regardless of what they look like,
It's gonna be a Moabite
men. So exactly.
And they're doing, but they got to do this because of their wicked laws that they put in.
Well, because Isaiah 8:20.
That's it.
They follow not the way. Somebody grab that. They follow not the ways of the Lord, man.
Okay.
And so when you follow not the ways of the Lord, there's no light in you. And the Lord, He doesn't like darkness, man.
No boundaries.
Darkness gets destroyed. Like this, it says Brooklyn serial killer 83 charged with murder after cops find woman's severed head in apartment. All right, and this was just a couple days ago, man.
The guy was 83 years
Yes.
old.
Yeah, so
Fed up with the shit. Because he fed up.
He
An
remember when women was
83-year-old
running.
serial killer was charged with
So
second degree murder.
Serial killer. He's killed a lot of people, man. And he said, it said the severed heads found in the transgender, and he's an 83-year-old transgender serial killer. What the fuck?
No, the severed head was found in the
He got demons for him, Joe.
suspected apartment. Yep, prosecutor said Thursday. Yeah.
Bring it up some more.
Yeah.
How you 83 and a transgender?
He's one of those.
So he been right, man. All
All
right, when the cops went to Harvey Marcelin's apartment to execute a search warrant and question her, it's a him. A headless, limbless torso found dumped on a Brooklyn street. Damn, he took her head off when he was on the street, left the body. What the? They found.
Satan.
And that's a hard act to do. To fully decapitate a person, you got to go through the spine and everything.
That's a victim, right? Hold on, here we go.
That shit can close you out.
When the cops went to Harvey Marcelin's apartment to execute a search warrant and question him about a headless, limbless torso found dumped on a Brooklyn street, they found that they believe is the head of Susan Layden, who was reported missing March 2nd.
That's her right there.
And this is Susan right here. All right, that's the victim, Susan Layden.
Hatred. Since that action, it don't.
That's a hatred.
That's a crime of passion.
It shows you that hatred because decapitating a person, you got to go through the spine. It's not like something that's easy to do.
Yeah, unless you have something you can chop it right off. You have to hack through it.
Marcelin served 2 stints in prison for killing 2 girlfriends in Manhattan, and now identifies as a transgender woman, authorities say.
Probably how he got out of prison.
That's right. Marcelin was arrested for concealment of a human corpse on March 4th and ordered held without bail. He was indicted Thursday on second-degree murder.
They probably sent she to a female prison on top of that.
That's it right there.
That nigga.
That's a man.
That's a man. An 80-year-old.
This is what happens when Esau's ruling, man. All right,
A bunch of demons running around.
These women, and the scriptures clearly say that no one dies being innocent. Susan Layden was full.
That's right.
All right,
That's
it's
right.
Fucked up. It's the fucked up that it happened to her, But the flip side of it is that was judgment that came from on high.
Yeah,
Somebody get that. I told you judgment is falling on these women, man.
That's right.
I mean, this falling on wicked ass Babylon, but it just seems that as of lately, a lot of public judgment coming down on women, man.
Well, because they run the society, and Esau runs the society with them. So as Eve falls, these women
Their
fall.
time
with
is that what you got, brother?
I got Micah 17.
There it is.
Then she that my enemy.
Salaki, big out, because you started 8. Because yeah, no 9. I'm sorry.
Yep,
Also
It's
get
9,
that careless daughters too. And in this, this is referring to Israelite women and all women in America for that matter.
They started 9 because we accepted our deal.
Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord.
See, the men, the prophets. Go ahead. We accepted that you hoes don't like us. All type of shit. Y'all don't want real men. Esau's over us. We accepted that, and we know the Lord gave us that as men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We bear our cross. We accept the accountability and everything that comes with to be a man. And you hoes didn't accept yours. So this is what's gonna happen. Go ahead, bro.
I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I sinned against him until he plead my cause.
Mhm.
He judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold it righteously. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, and say unto me, where is my Lord, thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And now, when you understand like the totality of it, where do you see judgment? You see it in the streets of your local neighborhoods or country, whatever. You see the things that the Lord executed right in front of your eyes.
I do the NYC, man. Like for a man to just pull some feces out his ass and walk up on a random bitch and just slap her and beat her with it. Go ahead, big ox. But
that goes into it.
So this nigga literally took a shit in his own hand.
Yeah.
Right out his ass,
just so he could put it in her face.
Elder Malcolm. Elder Malcolm. Could you imagine?
He would take shit and come up
right out his ass. I got a clip of him. He right out his ass. The bitch right here. Bow.
Violently.
Like
shit in your
face. Like karate style. Bow. Right in that bitch face.
Right
in the face.
Panther fist.
And right.
All right, bring out that next scripture, brother.
Go ahead,
We're gonna wrap it up. Go ahead, brother.
Oh shit.
Man, that's a fucked up judgment. Shit to the face, man. In the form of a strike.
That's it. All in the nose, all in the mouth.
I got the scripture you called. It's actually the one I was holding. Well, didn't finish. It's Isaiah 32:9, but that one is at 11. It said, "Rise ye up," Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise ye up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and many years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women."
How many? Real quick.
Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. And that's what Elder Malcolm just brought out this video of that joke Christopher Green showing you that this place is done. Verse 11. "Tremble ye, women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." So you got to go into a state of humility, man.
And it's right.
Yeah. So
can I get that Esther? Because this is
Oh,
supposed
man,
to the
I got
nature of these bitches.
Oh man.
And we were
This
supposed to
is
get that
how
was supposed to be the second scripture.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, I'm just going to hit this. I'm going to read it briefly. This is Esther 1:10. "On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry and with wine, he commanded Memuhim, Biztha, Harbona, Biztha, and Abitha, and Zazar and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look upon." All right, and then this is but the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment. And the next unto him was Karshina, Shathar, Adathma, Tarshish, Meres, Marsina, and Mamuhin, and the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face and which sat first in the kingdom. "What shall we do unto Queen Vashti? According to the law, because she has not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains.
So it wasn't just about what she did; it's about
what is going to be perceived into the whole, and it's going to say that the cancer that spread, right?
And that's how you know that fucking wicked ass music that they putting out. That
that goes
shit.
See, but let's go a little bit deeper. Esau said in the Willie Lynch letters, "Set the woman over the man, set the tall versus the short, the curlier hair versus the straighter hair, but light skin versus dark skin. But most importantly, the women over the man." And he said they will stay slaves for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Yeah, he said it would take them 1,000 years to revert back from this.
Right.
All right.
So it says Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of Ahasuerus. He said, "For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes." Real brief, can someone give me Deuteronomy 28 when it says the husband will be evil? I will be evil to their husband. Kind, you know.
Man, we just quoted.
Real quick, grab that real quick. All right. When you get it, you got it. Go ahead.
In Deuteronomy 28 and 56. Tender and delicate woman among you, which shall not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
And I've seen that with my daughter. They always want to be carried. They don't want to go nowhere. But soon as you follow Esau Edom system, these bitches can't stay out the fucking crib. They can't be in the crib. They gotta be gone. They gonna beat the streets. Oh, let's go somewhere. Let's go to the movies. Let's go here. Let's go fucking there.
Yeah, they like to run the streets because they get attention from other men.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's what it really comes down
Absolutely.
to. Because if a man sees a woman, there's something attractive about her to him. All right, because what may be attractive to you may not be attractive to the next brother.
That's it.
All right,
Right.
but nevertheless,
Yeah,
you know, some of these men out here just so thirsty. They'll you know,
Fuck the whole game up now. Got these big fat nasty cumbrella bitches thinking that I know you can't talk to me. Bitch, your ass is 250 pounds.
I don't
You
want
two
to.
of me, nigga.
It was a guy from the UK who actually broke down the
That's
science
an understatement.
of that sentence.
No,
He
he
broke down
likes
the science of that sentence.
He
It's like,
come from a whole nother
based on the
spirit.
numbers, you know, those simps, they make everybody lose out. Whereas if they weren't simping, you know, it would be like maybe like four women to one guy.
The bitches would get more in order if
They would
niggas were not simping. Because if niggas held their preeminence, going back to Sirach 33, if they held their preeminence, these bitches will come in line. Because guess what? Matter of fact, you remember Mel?
And that's
She was
why
like,
pimps
she's
get
40 years
married.
old. I want children. I want a husband now. Bitch, you've been with how many niggas? Now you ready to settle down? They follow Esau bitch ass system. But I'm gonna get back to the scripture. All right. This is right. This is back to Esther 1:17. For the deed of this queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they should despise their husbands in their eyes.
That's why they got Lizzo.
Yep.
Exactly.
Perfect. That's a perfect example. When it shall be
crying out.
but because she wants fucking comfort and nobody want her big rhinoceros ass.
But see, and you know what? Go ahead and finish that, brother. I'll make a statement. We're gonna shut it down.
And they shall despise their husbands in their eyes when it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard the deed of this queen, that thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. If it please the king, there should go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes that it shall not be altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. And when the king's decree which he shall make be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both great and small.
So there it is.
And he was a heathen.
These women got put in their place, man. Because she went from being the queen to being a nobody.
Right. She got out.
And I seriously doubt if he allowed. She lucky she didn't get put to death.
Exactly.
That's
right.
right. That probably was
His love.
Yeah,
that didn't cook too.
because he actually loved her. So that's why she got to live. But you think that he was gonna suffer her being with another man?
She basically was like Mikhail.
Yeah. So basically, she gets no dick and no man. Now she lonely, man. And see, and then understanding how Esau operates, He took our book and he used it as a weapon against us, and this is one of the ploys that he used.
That's it.
And that's what, and that's why women are so messed up.
Yep.
And this battle between men and women that simply shouldn't be.
That's right.
And they should be in unison, serving the Lord together.
That's
With
it.
the man serving the Lord and the woman serving the man.
That's it.
But you know what? That time is very soon now.
That's
It'll
it.
be that way.
That's it.
All right. So with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash.
Wow, blah, blah, blah.
And how spiritual this is 1:44 on the time clock.
Hallelujah.
I had to say that.